What is up, guys? This is AP5 coming at you with my HBL Season 1 Week 2 matchup, where my Los Angeles Absols are going to be taking on Mr. Scissors and his Ligma Baltoys. Yes, somehow we let that name get through. But, yeah, if you guys were here last time, which I posted not too long ago, Week 1 managed to sweep through that with a nice 5-0. Not much to say about that game. It just didn't really go well for my opponent, I don't think. Went really well for me. But either way, here we are with week 2, and this is the first of 6 interdivisional games that I will play this season. The way the HBL is set up is you play 6 total games against the other 3 guys in your division. And it's, that's clearly the most important chunk of games you're going to play all season. That's half of the total games you play. And considering how we have the playoffs set up, you really want to be at the top of your division if you can help it. But either way, this is the first of many, and the first of 2 times that I'll play against Mr. Scissors here. So the goal is to win, and win well. Either way, let's just take a quick look at the preview. He has the Ashgren, Hydra, Ape, Aerodactyl, Cart, Hyper Offense team with the Snom and Skitty as mean picks. So first impressions, obviously, of this team. He hits hard. He hits very hard. And in his week 1 matchup, he more or less just annihilated his opponent. So that's the first thing that stands out, is just there's so much on his team that can do damage. Especially versus me. Mega Arrow was the main thing I was concerned about in prep. It outspeeds everything I have. It can hit just about everything I have with some either very powerful stab or some super effective attack. So that was one of the main issues I was having building versus him. His only defensive mon is really Phoebe. I guess you could argue Silvally, but I don't really see it as a full-on defensive mon. It's more of a very useful support mon. But regardless, he brings a lot of offense to the table. And my team isn't exactly equipped to stand up to hyper offense. I've got some really good scarfers. That was one thing that prepping for him helped me realize, is I've got a handful of very good scarf users. And I have a lot of things that can deal damage. But taking hits from literally an entire team of hyper offense is not something that was going to go down very well for me. Either way, we're going to hop into the team builder real quick and just take a look at what I brought. So keeping in mind that, the Mega Arrow is the thing that scares me the most about his team. This here Vaporeon was set to be able to take, I think, at least 1 or 2 Stone Edges. And Scald / Toxic / Wish just survive. That Mega Arrow is really the thing that scares me the most about his team. So I dedicated pretty much the entirety of Vaporeon to being able to take it out. Plus, this is a really good check to the Ashgren. I don't think there's anything it could do to one-shot in any way, shape, or form. So that's great. Another kind of check for the Ashgren was Decidueye. Not really a full-on counter to it in any way, shape, or form. The Cobra Berry does help. The goal here was just to get as much damage on him as I could. And hope that it went down. The thing is a bit of a problem, but it's not impossible to prep for. Then we've got Chomp. He's returning from his dominant week 1 performance. Just kind of here to be bulky, get rocks up. Rocks were really an important part of my game plan going into this. I really wanted to get those up early. But otherwise, Chomp's just kind of here to deal damage. Also, another sort of check to the arrow. See, between Chomp Glade, and Heatran. I figured he was very limited. Or not limited, but he had a lot of different coverage moves he would have wanted to bring. So I figured, between Ice Fang, Wing Attack, Earthquake, and Stone Edge, there would be one of those missing for possibly Roost or Rocks, or both. So between Chomp and Vappy and Decidueye, I figured that I'd be able to kind of dance around the arrow a little bit. And if I manage to get the rocks up, then my Scarflele here could one-shot the arrow, which would be phenomenal. Lele is really just here because, if you look back at his team, the big things that stand out, the big weaknesses that stand out are his lack of, I guess, lack of anything to deal with an electric type outside of Silvally Ground. And then once Hydra drops, assuming Feeny or Togekiss isn't really, fully there, there's not much to stand in the way of Lele's Psychic Stab, which would be phenomenal just to sit there and keep popping Psychic off. But nonetheless, Scarflele, again, I found out how many good Scarfers I've got. Very, very happy with that. Next up, we got Glade. He's just here to punch holes. Again, same plan as last week, just kind of here to put holes in everything that comes in front of him. I do not believe this Glade would have lived a Wing Attack had it been hit with one from Mega Arrow. I think it's a problem, but there's not much on his team that could kill this straight up. And then finally, with Thundy's back again, another Scarfer. Surprise, surprise. Here to just dance around, because again, if Silvally is not there, or if it is there but it's not ground, he doesn't really have anything to deal with Thundy. You could argue maybe the Hydreigon, but even then I just felt switch out into literally anything, go out into Vappy to take the hit, dance around it, get one of the others, and it's just he doesn't have much in the way of dealing with electrics at all. So, but enough of that. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the replay. So he brings everything that I thought he would, minus the Silvally. I thought for sure the Silvally would come over the Kartana, because I've got Heatran sitting right there, so I figured there was no reason Kartana would even come. I know Sacred Sword, but Corberry or Chopple, I can't remember. I think it's Chopple. I don't know my berries. Either way, this is pretty much what I expected. And straight up, since there's no Silvally, my first instinct is let's lead Thundy and just click Volt Switch. He leads Mega Arrow. And this is where I realized that I forgot about the DLC moves. If I click Thunderbolt right here, it's game. He does not have anything to deal with this. That Hydreigon's actually scarfed, so he's kind of locked into whatever move he clicks, which I figure would be probably Draco. Either way, I just hop into Vappy or Decidueye and sack them off to get Lele in and just start spamming, because Lele outspeeds everything once this is down. So if I click Thunderbolt right here, I win. But I thought that there was no way in hell he would stay in. So I click Volt Switch. And I realized that Aerodactyl has in fact got Dragon Dance now. So Decidueye is done. He also has the Ice Fang, which is good to note. I send in the Vappy. And remember I said Vappy can take one or two Stone Edges. So I'm not that worried. It's just unfortunate that Decidueye had to go down, because it could have been very useful against the cart. Helpful against the Feeny. Could have been a good sack against the Scarf Hydreigon, So I send in Fappy to pick up a kill and just click Scald. But no, as luck would have it, Stone Edge crits me. So 2 turns in, and I've already lost more things than I did week 1. That's great. And then comes the play that I don't understand. For everyone who was there, they know that there was quite a lot of discussion going on in the chat at this point. I also would like to highlight this trash talk right here. Yeah, that's pinned now in general chat. I'll see you week 12. But Pesky seemed to think that the right play here was whatever it was that he ends up clicking. I don't remember. For whatever godforsaken reason, Scissors does not actually outright kill my Garchomp. I don't know why. So I'm able to take out his Aerodactyl. It baffles me to this day. I think it's one of the absolute dumbest plays I've ever seen in my life. I don't think it mattered. I believe I still won. Because as he revealed there, his moveset, he didn't have the wing attack. And I don't think that he could kill Glade. I'm fairly confident. I did the calcs and Glade could live Stone Edge or an Earthquake. Heaven forbid he crit again. But nonetheless, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, man. I really don't. Either way, he makes the dumbest play I've ever seen. Brings in the Grin, thinking he's going to be able to go Ash Grin. Unfortunately for him, he can't touch Lele. Lele is scarfed, so, you know, Grin's doomed. He makes the right play, goes out to Feeny. I could have clicked Psychic predicting that, but it is what it is. Go out into Thundy. He crits me again with a Moonblast, which is ridiculous. Pull off the Thunderbolt. Feeny's gone, so at this point, Lele just wins. I mean, there's nothing on his side that wants to deal with Lele at all. The Hydra is scarfed, but it's not going to matter. He locks himself into Dark Pulse here, I believe, anyways. I just sack Chomp, keeping Thundy just in case. I end up needing it. Chomp goes down. Glade comes in, and this is just... this is why I like this thing. It blows holes in everything. Hydro drops. The Grin comes in. He goes for the Hydro Pump. Can't kill him. Click Drain Punch again. Dead. Just, it's over. For whatever reason right here, he clicks Knockoff instead of going for Leaf Blade. Which I believe we counted, it would have killed. So again, I don't know if... I don't know what my opponent was thinking at any point during this game. I really don't. I don't agree with his prep. I don't agree with the team he brought. But, I mean, I don't know. The card dies. It's over at this point. And for Nate can't outspeed me because it's not scarfed. It's an headbutt. It's down 2-0 plus 8. Los Angeles Absols top of the time division, I believe is what I'm in. I'm feeling pretty solid. I'm feeling pretty proud of that. Not proud of the rage mode that I entered at the end. I'll be honest, it takes a lot to get under my skin. I don't know. I don't exactly appreciate trash talk in the middle of a game like that, where you know you go that far as to taunt people. It's all well and good and good fun, but I don't know. But that, you know, it is what it is. Nonetheless, that is going to wrap up week 2. I think I'll be playing the only other undefeated team in my division for week 3. I'm not sure when we're going to get that done, but hopefully soon. Nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.